30-inch handle, true temper, Connecticut pattern. Hello everyone. Today's video we're going to be making a custom leather sheath for a single bit axe. This is the piece that we're going to be making the leather sheath for. If you follow along, I'll show you how we do it. Just tracing out the paper template. It's just cardstock paper that I've made off camera to the leather piece. That's the main cover for the axe there. Here we have all the pieces cut out for the leather sheath. I'm going to punch out these holes for the rivets. This tool here is called the stitching groover, and I'm just going around the border of the sheath, adding a groove for a little bit of contrast and for the stitching. Using an edge beveler, I am knocking off the 90-degree corner on the leather. First coat, let's go. And that's what I'm using, just OVOC leather dye. It's pretty good dye. This is a black. The snow seal we're gonna apply. And gonna thoroughly rub that in outside. So it's basically inside and out. Paying attention not to get any of that wax on this this final edge where it's going to get glued up. And burnish the top a little bit if you want. It just kind of heats up that wax and get down into the pores of the leather. We're at the point where we're going to start setting a few rivets here. Rivet setter for the snap. And I'm just gonna drive that home. Just gotta wait for that to dry. We're gonna match up the hole size for our rivet right there. This is where having a really nice hole punch comes in handy. And we're gonna set that rivet. We're at the point where we need to sand this whole entire edge down, get it smooth. Need to leather dye that and then burnish that edge. It's not a big deal if you get a little bit of dye on the rivet. You can just wipe that off. Paper towel. You can already see that soaked in. So at this point, take some snow seal, and we're gonna put that on that edge. Just a little bit more on the edges. Test fit. That looks better. Still kind of slid over. So did that one. It's weird. It's not like the post isn't centered. Cheap hardware, I guess. There's my layout for the stitching right there. Here I'm using a Dremel and a drill press attachment to drill out the holes for the stitching. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start in the center. Hold that with my thumb, pass it through. I don't know what they call this. I think it's a saddle stitch. I find that melting the thread is a much cleaner result than tying a knot. Here I'm just using the stitching wheel, running it over the thread just so it beds it down in a more uniform fashion. This is the last step right here. I'm just attaching the last strap to the axe sheath. And the strap is for that if you wanted to run a carabiner or a piece of rope or leather through there, you're able to do a shoulder carry a lot more easier and attach it to the sheath. Making that piece of kit just a little bit more functional. I'm gonna set that rivet right now. Fits like a glove. There it is. All done it. If you hung out for this whole entire video and you're here to the end, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Here is the final product. It turned out great. I'm more than happy with the final results. The stitching looks pretty good. All the rivets turned out pretty nice. I just wanted to share a few of my little tricks and tips that I've learned. Appreciate you guys and appreciate all the new subscribers. We'll see you on the next one.